Hey there, I just want to say yoga can be for everyone. However, it is your responsibility to determine if you are ready and able to perform this workout video. If you or a family member have a history of heart disease, high blood pressure, or are obese with any physical or medical condition that could be aggravated by a physical activity, please consult a physician before proceeding. If you are pregnant, also consider consulting a physician. If you have any history of injury such as neck, back, shoulder, or knee, please proceed with caution and stop immediately if you feel any pain, lightheadedness, or nausea. The user assumes all risks. Thanks, and I'll see you on the mat. Hi everyone, welcome back to Connection Yoga, or welcome if this is your first time. We're so glad to meet you. My name is Kat, and this is Roscoe. And we are here today to continue our kneeling pose breakdown series. So we are going to continue with a interesting named pose today called Gate-Latch Pose. All right, so soon you will see how we both physically embody this pose and mentally. So it's going to be super exciting. What we're going to do is let Roscoe fall unsupported while he tries to clean his feet. But we're also going to do this together. I'm first going to demonstrate it and then join along with me and try this pose. Maybe it's the first time, maybe it's not. There's something to explore, notice, and be in your body for a little bit. So, Gate-Latch Pose. Again, like I said, kneeling. So you can start kneeling, but on the wide side of your mat. Now, Roscoe, I'm going to actually need my mat to do this, so you come over here. Come over here. Okay? You can stand over there. Okay? Or that way. Right there. Trying to share. Sharing is caring. All right, so kneeling, all right? Again, stacking your knees under your hips at hip width, tops of your feet down. But of course, you can curl your toes a little bit for stability, and if the bottom of your feet allow that. So, options there. Next, what you're going to do is you are going to extend one leg. All right. So, because Roscoe's here on my right, I'm going to extend my left leg out. Okay. So you're going to extend it out with the top of your leg pointing upwards. So it might be instinct to turn it all out and let the inner side of your foot point down. But what we want here is the top of the leg up, all right? Our deep hip rotators back here in the deep of our butt, our gemellus muscles. All right, and our piriformis muscle, which attaches our thigh bone to our spine, is involved in rotating and abducting this leg out. So we're going to use our deep pelvis and our hip region to open this hip and make sure that this leg is up. Additionally, it's another muscle that wraps around the thigh from your outer hip to your inner knee is involved in the opening of this leg and keeping it stacked. So you're going to use that muscle, to pull and keep it there. Okay? So to keep from collapsing into your hip here, all right, you're going to use your hamstrings. I guess collapsing down would be the more accurate way instead of your torso collapsing. You're going to use your hamstrings, the muscles along the back of your leg, and activate. So you're going to reach the top of the foot down, pressing again out of the ball of your big toe. Pressing that out, lifting the underside hamstring to lift this leg and to keep it from dumping down. Okay? So our kneeling leg, we want to keep extending this hip and keep our body in the midline. Okay? So to do this, you're going to, again, use your hamstring here. So we don't want it to go over here, or over here. So you're going to use your hamstrings to lengthen both legs, keeping yourself centered here. All right? Your adductor magnus, the inner thigh muscle, you're going to squeeze that in. Keep that center line pressure and extension up the legs. So finally, you're going to use your big old strong booty muscles. So use your butt to draw your hips into the center line, especially this kneeling hip. Okay, so that is our legs in this pose. I'm going to switch sides, do my left inner thigh and back leg a little break here. Okay, so next we come up to our core and floating spine. I'm going to demonstrate, because I forgot to demonstrate before, like a slacker, and then we'll break it down. So what you're going to do is create a latch. So it makes me think of the little fence that we had at the house that I grew up in, and that little like latch, you just pop it up, you know, over the little thing to open the door and then to shut it. So to latch it, you latched it back down into the crevice. So generally our arms are that latch. We are creating an iron bar where we're latching in our arm, our side body in line with our leg. Okay, so our goal is to remain in lateral flexion here, all right, instead of twisting one way or the other. We want to stay square, only really focusing on this lateral flexion movement in our side body. So to do that, you want your upper ribs to rotate back while your under ribs rotate towards your bottom extended leg. Okay, so I know that sounds a little weird, but as you lean over without your arms, you can see what your tendencies might be. If you have tight side body, you might start to dump over, pulling your shoulders around. Instead, you want to draw those upper ribs back around, and in turn that starts to pull your shoulder, pull your chest. And then you want these ribs to start to pull kind of down. It's a very subtle motion, and it's starting to create that more intense, like, I guess this is a flexion movement in our hip here. And so our ribs are working counter directions to keep our torso in flexion, our chest forward, and our spine aligned. Okay, so you're going to use your internal obliques at the top part of your ribs. So these are the muscles that are inside the ribs here, along them. You're going to use those muscles to help pull the ribs. So I'm talking about pulling the ribs, but you're using these muscles actually. All right, and down here on the bottom, it's the external obliques. So these that are sitting on the outside of our rib cage are what's helping to pull ourselves down and extend over our side leg. Okay, so next, upper body. The extended legs, corresponding arm, gently will come down to support on the legs. So it's kind of like reverse warrior, where we don't want to dump down weight into this arm. It's just gently here. Roscoe, stop it. Thank you. To support us, okay? Thank you. So gently here. Upper arm is extending, reaching over the body, okay? So our upper arm, we want to upwardly rotate and abduct it down a little bit, okay? So that means we want to pull the shoulder back and down the back body a little bit, but then also with that, elevate it gently to help pull the extension of the side body up, okay? So to extend the arm without falling into gravity, you're gonna use your teres major, which is your upper back muscles here that attach from the side of your ribs to your scapula. So scapula is your shoulder blade. So these muscles attach from your shoulder blade here to your ribs, okay? So you're gonna use those muscles to extend. And also your lats. So these are your big back muscles here that kind of pull up your body. So all of these muscles are gonna help this arm extension so without falling down, okay? So we don't wanna dump. anywhere in our body. We don't want to dump in the hip, dump the outside hip, dump the shoulders, dump the upper torso, okay? So this is active, all right? And you are so strong here. You're working your legs, your core, your arms, and your neck, okay? So you want to use the sides of your neck muscles this time to help support the lateral bend of your head instead of the back or the front. Okay, so use those side muscles, use your side body, and extend, okay? Again, back foot can curl. If you're struggling to balance, you want a little bit, but you can also uncurl them. So, Gate-Latch Pose. It's definitely unique, and I don't do it all the time, but I want to do it more. I endeavor to find new flowy ways to try and get us into this position, but we're not commonly doing this, so I will endeavor to put it in more. If you didn't like this pose, let me know. If you did, let me know. Give me a like, subscribe, put a question, concern, comment below, and I will get back to you. Otherwise, continue on with your day. Remember to breathe in these poses and keep trying, keep exploring. Notice if, where your diaphragm moves more when you breathe. Is it the upper side or the bottom side? And is it the same for both sides of your body? So as you try both sides, notice if the breath speaks to the outside of your body or the inside of your diaphragm more or less, and just notice. Just connect with your body. That's what it's all about, is learning about our relationships between the parts of our body, our mind, connecting with others, and there's my little speech for the day. I hope you enjoyed this pose. I did. Go out there and gate-latch the world away. Namaste, everyone. Stay healthy. I love you all. We love you. We love you.